Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I'm just making this one because I feel like recording something. I'm going to have a game uploaded tomorrow for the One Time Games playlist, which so far I only have one in. I'd seen it on YouTube yesterday, so I downloaded it and I'll upload it tomorrow. But I decided I was going to do it today, but I decided I wanted to try and do something in Kerbal Space Program. So what I wanted to try and do is build a biplane, because I never have actually done it very successfully before, because of the parts you get, so it's quite hard to do. But I think I'm actually going to get a photo up for this. I'm just going to try a SOPs with camel. Oh wait, never mind, it's SOP with camel. Actually no, I've just realised I can kind of do that, but I'm going to have to do it a bit differently for the engine. I mean, I might as well just try a biplane that maybe a jet biplane might work. I can try it. Use these wings for it maybe, because of course it needs less wing surface. So if I do that and bring this out here, actually I've just thought maybe I could use one of the engines with reverse thrust on. I can attempt that. Set it to reverse, and then I can slap a tail onto the plane. If I can remember where they actually are. Here they are. I am definitely going blind. So that can go onto there. I think that one of these beams might work. Yeah, that should do it. Actually, no, it won't, because I've just realised that I'm not able to build the wings from that point. So if I do this and bring this forwards, there we go. There. And now I can attach this onto here. That is literally right above the centre of mass. That's perfect. Okay, if I can bring up the mass to a higher point by just attaching these here, maybe a bit further forwards. That seems to be a decent place for it. And I'll attach some more. Also, I've got a custom flag again, because I realised how to make them, so now I realised how flags get implemented, and I made a couple of custom ones. I believe in a different video there is my other one I'd made that I just haven't installed on this version, because basically I install different versions every time one breaks, because it's better to just do that rather than try and figure out what's actually happened with it and which mods I need to remove. Okay, right, I'm going to need to add fins and stuff on the back. I'd use canards, I'm not sure which, I'm not sure how they're pronounced. Okay, there we go. And I can bring back the centre of mass as well. Here they are. For some reason it didn't click. Okay. There. That's brought it back enough. And now to test if it flies. Also, it's been really hot today, so it's still hot now. I mean, in a couple of weeks it's gone from being mid-teens to mid-20s already, so... And I just realised it still needs intakes, which I could probably put on to these up here. It's like you might just hear the fan kick in. How much have I got left? 8 minutes, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna attach intakes up onto these because that's just gonna be easier to do rather than try and figure out places for them. Plus I can fit quite a lot onto these. There we go. Great, now I can test it. Wow, it went down to 1 FPS then. Okay. So it's moving at least. I'm not sure how much speed it can get to, but I guess that's what I'm gonna find out. It does make a very weird jet trail, but oh wow, okay, it's easily able to get up into the air. Possibly too able, because it just kept pulling up before. The top. Okay. Apparently a bunch of people think the bypass that's just behind the house is now a racetrack. Either that or... Actually no, that is definitely from the bypass. Okay, right, this thing's now flapping its wings like a bird. Basically, it's doing what the A380 does. I mean, like, you actually, yeah, if you're on A380, you can actually see the wings flap. Okay, yeah, this is not working. This is gonna need to be bolted together. Okay then, well, I've proved that it can work. So now, I just get strut connectors, attach one like this, and attach one like this. I wonder if a triplane would actually work as well. Maybe that's something I can do in the future. And maybe for Sunday's video. Guess that could be something cool to try. I'm going to attach these to the front as well, and they can go down to here. Yeah, so I think maybe a triplane I can do on Sunday. And I know I was meant to be doing a flight sim video that I was going to edit down a really long haul flight, but I tried it and it's just so boring to actually fly them. But also, when I was trying to fly some of the larger planes, or even just a Learjet, I got to a certain point and it would just stall no matter what angle I was going at. So I'm not sure what that was, but it's a thing. I tried to get a joystick controller mod for KSP, but it didn't exactly work. I was trying to get controller input, but oh well. Right, so this is actually working really well now. Oh no 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 no. Okay then, turns are not good. Well, I didn't destroy the crew capsule by landing upright at least. The wheels are still going, but okay. And now let's just leave. Oh no, wrong way. Probably shouldn't go straight into the upper wings. Here we go, off we go. Yeah, I'm gonna revert this flight to the spaceplane hangar, and with my final 4 minutes and a bit, I'm gonna see what I can do to try and make this turn a bit better. I think probably the best thing I can do is attach RCS to maybe try and stabilize it. Cause I know it shouldn't need that, but if I'm gonna keep the design, it is going to need that. So I've got 6 RCS thrusters now. I'm actually going to put 2 of these on the underside here, and on the underside back here as well. Put some here, and put some right here. That should do. This means I get pitch as well from the RCS, a bit better. So if I turn that off, yep, you can see all the RCS thrusters working there. And off we go. The jet engine thrust being pushed out the nose. I mean, it's probably the only way this plane's actually going to work, because I've not got time to go and install the it's KAS, I think, is the one for engines. Oh, okay, yep, that turned a bit better there. No, do not flip out. Ooh. There we go, that is pretty much all that saved it then, was the nose. Okay, so that actually turned quite well, but it does need a lot of speed to turn. Maybe I could just add more engines onto these. There we go. Add some down here. Okay, thrust I need now. Should work. It's not too different. Okay, come on, load. Loading times are really long, even without that many craft saved. I mean, I've only got Kerbal attachment systems downloaded as well, and I think that's it. Probably not. But that's all I can think of right now that I've got installed, but I haven't got that many mods, and that just flipped out. Okay then, yeah, that is too many engines. I'm going to try it with just the ones on top. See if I can go with just them. It doesn't really affect where the thrust is at the moment. I think that I'm going to add this in here, move them up a bit and in, and I'm going to attach these engines and this news coon. There we go. Seems to work quite well. Yeah, this is going to need to be moved back. No, to there. And this needs repositioning. Never mind, I forgot to attach it like that. Okay. That should do. Now it's time to see if this will work, because I only have a few seconds left. So let's try it out. Yep, there's the timer going off. The front nose cone is now pretty much useless. Very heavy craft now. I'm going to toggle that one's mode and this one's mode as well. There we go. Okay, I can go up. I pressed H by accident. Okay. Keep climbing gradually. It's actually working really well. I think it's just the problems with the amount of speed it was getting. So that's why adding more engines made it turn a bit better as well, I think. Because it has more lift or something. Like, it was obviously able to pick up off the ground a bit better once it got the extra bit of speed as well, so I think having the extra bit of speed's definitely helped it. Oh, okay, here we go. Bring it in. Still very fast landing there. I can't quite remember the conversion that it actually is. I just used a converter thing for meters a second to miles an hour. I'm probably going to fail exams when I've got to try and write that out, but I just don't because I can't remember it, because we're probably going to have that as a question. Okay, I'm going to shut down these engines and I'm going to see what I can actually get it to just these. I'm now going to sneeze. You know, I didn't need to, I just turned off my microphone for a second because I thought I was about to. Okay, yes, I can lift off like that, okay then. Here's a bit more of a shaky takeoff. Activate that engine, activate that engine. Okay, do not hit that. But apparently space is to either side of me. Because I think that was just designed for flags to be planted on the ground. So that's why it's got the arrow pointing that way. Because it's meant to be planted on the ground so it points upwards. And I could have probably done it so this is a continuous pattern here, but I just didn't choose to. Wow, I'm getting to high speeds here. And just past 420. It's a dead meme, but okay. And I actually tried designing a plane that I could eject from earlier, and it just didn't really work at all, because I mean, I could fly it, but it would just it would freak out constantly. And I mean, I got to test the ejector seat, but it didn't really work that well as a plane, so wasn't exactly going to get far, and isn't exactly going to need the ejector seat if it can't get that far. Okay, point down a bit more. Okay, I'm apparently losing more and more speed. Yeah, I'm gonna head back now, down to the KSC. And there's all engines gone, okay. Well, that's a thing. Why don't I have SAS things here? Yeah, I'm just gonna put on infinite propellant. I just put on infinite propellant, why isn't it flying? Come on, there we go. It's kicked in now. That might just be because it's got enough air into the air intakes, but I'm not sure. Come on, point back down. No, I want to point downwards. Come on. Here we go, am I actually going to be able to land it though is the main question that I'm sure nobody's asking. Come on. Am I beginning to turn around the other way? I'm not sure. Right. Here we go. Right. Can it actually recover from this? No, because it keeps trying to go further and further upwards. I'm beginning to get more control back. I think now I've lost it again. There we go, I've regained it. No, I haven't. Just cut all the engines. Let it free fall for a bit. It'll eventually correct itself to point prograde. Because that's what it does, because the way it's... because the way it goes through the air, it's automatically going to point prograde. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yes, no, here we go. Alright, am I actually going to keep control of this thing? So I feel like a lot of fuel's gone out the nose. Yeah, it's all a monoprop. Right, I've regained control. I'm not going to go for the runway because I think that's just not going to happen. So, wait, why have I actually extended the gear? I have no idea. Already nearing the sound barrier. Also, I've got no sound on just because I had this game running in the background and it's just really noisy because when you've got a long period of waiting, you just kind of put it on in the background and you just wait for the thing to happen. But it was just so noisy that I decided not to. Okay, yep, deploy. And I'm also going to deploy this one. Okay, no, that was not a good idea. Oh, come on. Okay. Apparently that happened. I couldn't remember if the wheels were already in. But that's how that went. So, thank you for watching this episode of Kerbal Space Program. I will have a game out tomorrow for the one-time playlist. Or for the one-time games, I think I called it. But I will have that out. I've managed to successfully build a biplane in Kerbal Space Program. So I think I'm going to call this episode a success. So thank you for watching this episode of Kerbal Space Program. And bye.